and what is the easiest position to recoup after you've lost it. And I think you can make a really strong argument that wide receiver is probably the easiest position group to recoup from if you've had a loss, because draft picks can make it in the league as rookies right away. They can make an impact. And Kenny Golladay is a very good wide receiver. I'd love to see Kenny Golladay here and finish his career as a Detroit Lion, playing the next 10 years for the Lions. But you have to at least consider what you'd get in return. Now, it's a wide receiver who's in the last year of his contract. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. In football, it seems like it's easier to trade guys even though they're in last year contracts, because these kind of things are worked out. And, up until last week, or going into, I guess, week 3, we were still seeing people sign contract extensions.
Yep.
And I don't know what the cutoff time would be for Kenny Golladay to sign some kind of an extension, or if you're going to trade him, can it be contingent on getting an agreement with another team? Like, look, we want to send Kenny to you, but here's what Kenny's looking for contract-wise. You're going to have to sign him to a 4-year, $80 million deal. Are you cool with that? And if the other team's like, yes, we're cool with that, okay, then we can make this trade happen. And then a trade can happen, but you have to get the right return.
Yeah, we started talking about what's a realistic return last week, and I talked about a second. I think I said second and a fifth. As we talked it through, the listeners kind of talked me up to higher than that, maybe 2 seconds or a second and a third. But the reality was, here's the other thing that the listeners talked me into: not trading him. He's too young. And if they go, they're either going to do one of two things, right? They're going to stay the course with Stafford and continue to try to win, or they're going to move Stafford, hand the keys to a new quarterback that they're going to build around, whether he starts from day one or not, and that guy's going to need to have any success. Golladay, I think of it as most likely Golladay, Hawkinson, Cephas as the core of receivers moving forward, and you got to give him something to work with. So I got to the I'm almost sure I'm not going to trade him unless the return is through the roof.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is that you'd have to give me a near Godfather-like offer, something I couldn't refuse, something near that. And my thinking is because Marv Jones will be coming off the books. Stafford's coming off the books. To have a receiver that's going to make $17, $18, $20 million a year, yeah, it's a lot of money, but you've got all this other money that's come off that it makes it affordable. And knowing that you've got Cephas is a rookie this year, and he'll be in a second year next year. You can draft the rookie receiver again next year to add to that core. Because, like I said, receivers are a dime a dozen, man. It's actually pretty cool to see how many wide receivers come out every year and can make that impact. We talked yesterday about all the talent that Baltimore has put around Lamar Jackson, just at the wide receiver core.